up, guys? It's Super Metal 993 here to do a CD review for yous. And yes, it's been a while since I've done a CD review, so sorry if I'm a little bit rough. So I'm trying to get back into the rhythm. So here goes, and this is what I'm going to start off with. This is the 2012 album from the band Thy Art Is Murder called Hate. This one is released under Half Cut Records, as you can see right there. But the new version, which will be released in a couple of weeks, will be a couple of weeks or a couple of days, something like that. Will be released under Nuclear Blast Records, so keep an eye out for that and definitely pick it up. Anyway, I'm here to do a CD review for you, and let's get straight on with it. This album of Thy Art Is Murder was released in 2012 under Half Cut Records, as I've said. If you don't know who Thy Art Is Murder are, which I highly doubt it, Thy Art Is Murder are a technical deathcore band hailing from Australia, and I would honestly describe these as one of my favourite deathcore bands when it comes down to it. If I highlight everything that's in the deathcore genre, like really heavy riffs and then the death metal chugs and all that sort of stuff, as one defining deathcore, these are one of the deathcore bands that I just adore, literally adore. This is a 10-track album, and it's one of the best 10-track albums I've ever heard in deathcore. That's just putting it, like, let's just put it vaguely, because I can't reveal so much just yet, but you'll find out in the future. But I'm here to do the review. Let's start off with their past. Thy Art Is Murder released a demo quite a while back, which I still haven't checked out because it's got a few songs that I do need to check out. But I have checked out their EP called Infinite Death, which to this day is still one of my favourite EPs to listen to in the deathcore world, or in general really. A very fantastic EP to listen to, and just something to kill like 20 minutes or so. Very good to listen to. Their first album, which was called The Adversary, if I'm not mistaken, that one will appear in my collection someday, same for the Infinite Death EP. But unlike the Infinite Death EP, I don't like The Adversary. It's a bit generic for me. It's not something that I can love, and the production's not exactly brilliant, so that's just my opinion, but that'll come in future when I come to do a review of that. And now we'll get to and also it was the first album with the new vocalist, so I was expecting a lot from the new vocalist, taking over from the old one, and he didn't deliver on that album. He did write some good lyrics, but at the end of the day, I didn't like his vocal style. But I thought this album was going to be a lot better, and it is. Let's start off with drums. A very technical approach to the bands, but it's along the same lines of the Infinite Death EP. Very technical and pardon me. Very well played as well. Very tight as well, and the drums are triggered quite a lot, but it fits in well to the mix. The last album wasn't triggered like a lot, in my opinion, and it really lacked that. And I think if it was triggered just a little bit more, it would have made the album a little bit better. But this album fits. The drums fit perfectly. The way they're triggered, the way the drums sound, it's probably the best I've ever heard the drums sound from a Thy Art Is Murder release, and I hope to keep this into the next album. Very well played blast beats. Very tight with, like, locked in really well with the guitars. Like, I think it's in Purest Strain of Hate or Vile Creation. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's one of the two, where there's a riff that's like very instant, like dun 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 dun, like that, and the drums follow it really, really well, and it's very locked in. So he's put a good flavour to that. The bass work is very, very good. Really locked in with the guitars, which I can kind of expect from a Thy Art Is Murder album. the bass is very muddy sound, and you can particularly hear it on the Pure Strain of Hate just before the last chorus, and it's a very nice muddy tone that goes really well under the guitars and pushes the guitars forward and gives it that extra grit, should we just say. A very nice bass tone, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was on the next album, because it did sound fantastic. Guitar work is one of the most evil sounding guitars I've ever heard in my life. I mean, I've got some black metal on me that doesn't even sound half as dark as this album. You can actually feel Satan and hell being conjuring up around you. I mean, I listen to through me, which you can see here, my big headphones, and I just felt like Satan was around me, like, you know, and it was fantastic to listen to. Very loud, very crunchy guitar tone, super distorted obviously, but very clean as well. It's not got that muddy sense that the bass has, but the bass is like surrounding the guitars, and the guitars are just playing away, just getting that darkness and hate right there. Hence why the album is called Hate, you know. Now we'll get on to the prime part of this album, which gave it that little belt for me, was the vocals. Holy shit, man. One of the best vocal work I've ever heard from this band. The vocalist, he seems to be right at home with Thy Art Is Murder, especially on this album. Like, I've even watched a few live performances, and he sounds fantastic now. Like, and on the record, he sounds even better, and I really enjoy that. He's got super low, really commanding vocals, like Fit for an Autopsy, or the new singer of I Declare War, or Nick from Molotov Solution. Very good vocals. His highs are like Nick from Molotov Solution as well, in my opinion. Very good highs. He just sounds like he's just getting tortured to death, and he's like conjuring up Satan himself. Like hell is coming out of him, and that's what this album's really about, like hell and stuff like that, especially on Reign of Darkness, obviously. And I'll leave a link in the description to the song, a couple of songs. I'm going to leave the link to Reign of Darkness, Pure Strain of Hate, Immolation, and a recent favourite song of mine, which is Doomed from Birth. And also you do get some guest appearances in this album, which seems to be happening a lot more these days. On Dead Sun, which is the 7th track, you get the song, the singer from War from the Harlot's Mouth, which is Nico Bronson. And that seems to fit pretty well. It breaks it up a little bit. You can tell it's a different vocalist, but it fits really well, which is kind of interesting, I think. But on the song Doom from Birth, which is one of my favourite songs, as I've just said, you got the singer from the Anti-Affliction, which is, what's his name, Joe Birch, and that song, with him in it, sounds even better. It's put a really good twist to it, like a different vocal style, and I really like that, so yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna bring it to an end now. Overall score for this album, seriously, when I say this, I'm gonna give it a 9.7 out of 10. One of the best sounding deathcore albums, and definitely for sure one of the best I've heard in 2012. And for definite sure, it's one of the best. It's the best deathcore album I heard in 2012. So it will be making an appearance in my top albums. I know I haven't done that yet, but I haven't had a laptop, so I haven't been able to do it, and I can't remember what my list was. So keep an eye on my channel, and that will appear soon. So yeah, I'm going to give this a 9.7 out of 10, as I said. Or did I say 9.5? Well, it's 9.7, definitely. So, really buy this album when it comes out. And remember, keep buying CDs. Seriously. Anyways, I'll see you until the next video. And keep it metal. And this concludes my album review of Thy Art Is Murder's 2012 album, Hate. Yeah.